Okay, as the winter months set in and the snow piles up, nothing sounds better than a relaxing under the tropical sun. Winter and spring are prime cruising months, but Susan Hogan is advising us to read all the fine print before signing up for that special cruise deal. Joining us this morning with some wise advice is Susan. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Let's go. Let's take a cruise.
Let's go. And if we're going to go on a cruise, invite us too.
You bet. I absolutely love cruises. And if you've ever been on one, they are definitely worth the money. But they're also, you know, there's a lot of deals out there that you got to really know about.
Yeah, what's the first thing you need to look for when you're going to book a cruise? I mean, you get hyped up, you're all excited about going, and you know some people go into it blind and they don't read the fine print. They don't understand all the details.
And you're absolutely right. When it comes to cruises specifically, we get so many complaints, not about the cruise itself or the cruise line itself, but we talk about the problem with the emails and the unsolicited emails that we get. So you got to be really careful. The Better Business Bureau itself received more than 1,300 complaints against cruise lines in general last year. So that really shows, that goes to tell you that there are some issues out there with how these deals are being presented to you.
And what's the first thing we need to look for when we're going to get ready to book a cruise?
Well, what you have to be careful is be cautious of those unsolicited emails or the mail with the offers of free or discounted cruises, because many times scammers will send numerous emails to you trying to get you to call them and to order, you know, I've got this free cruise for you. How many times? I mean, I get those a lot.
All the time.
You know, you just want a free cruise and you click on your email. A lot of times those are those phishing scams as well. But really you got to say, you know, how did this company come to me and offer me this unbelievable deal? Honestly, if it's too good to be true, clearly it usually is.
It usually is. Now, what about, you know, I mean, when you go online, I mean, is the best thing to do is ask friends, you know, who they may have booked a cruise with before and who they like?
Absolutely. You know, and I'm saying that there are definitely legitimate deals out there. There are legitimate companies that will definitely help you, but you don't want to be a victim. So don't fall for those high-pressure sales tactics that make you feel coerced into buying that limited time deal on the spot. Any reputable business or travel agent will actually give you time. If it's a good deal today and they're legitimate, it's going to be a good deal tomorrow. And you also always want to check that business out first that you're dealing with. You want to check with the Cruise Lines International Association to make sure that the travel agent or that deal is really good. They should be there. They should list it on that particular list. If they're not, say goodbye.
Move on to somebody else.
Move on, absolutely move on. And another big thing is too, Will, whenever you're dealing with something like this, especially when you're talking about a lot of money, $2,000 or $3,000, pay with a credit card. Not just, of course, with cruise lines, but I always want to pay with a credit card anyway. You always get that extra protection from your card. But you want to make sure that if you have a debit card that you're paying with, that you get those same protections, because sometimes with debit cards, you may not get it, right? Absolutely.
Now, you know, like you said, you're spending a lot of money on a cruise. You have a lot riding on this. This is a big family trip we're all going on. God forbid there's an accident or problem. Do you go out and buy the insurance? I
absolutely am a big fan of travel insurance when you're going on something like this, either overseas or on a cruise. You're spending a lot of money, $2,000 to $4,000, $6,000 in some cases, so yes. But with the travel insurance, you really want to be careful. A lot of those are the third parties, and they're fine. There are some good legitimate ones, but again, with anything, read the fine print. A lot of them will not cover for bad weather if that cruise line is canceled. The cruise line itself will pick it up and help you out. But you know, as far as illnesses, you definitely want to be able to know that you can cancel that cruise. Are you going to get credit back, or are you going to get your money back? And that's a big deal. If you don't think you want to get the credit, then that might not be that insurance for you. If you're a member of, say, a travel club like AAA, they have insurance as well. They might give you a better deal because you are a member. Again, you just have to ask the questions and know who you're dealing with.
And always best to book with, you know, a reputable agent, like you know, like you said, AAA, Cruise Brothers, you know, something like that.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Thanks for coming in this morning. Okay, and if you're thinking about booking a cruise, you can head over to our website at WPRI.com first. Second, invite us, and you can read all of Susan's tips.